Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All my friends, how are you? I'm gonna do something new here. I done it before, but this is gonna be a new one. I'm gonna call this Rosie's Rep. Rosie's Rep. This is what I'm gonna call it. They can call it tortellini, or they can call it pita bread, but I'm gonna call it Rosie's Rep, because I like my wife to keep going. Her name, I wanted to keep going. So I'm gonna give you the recipe here. Write it down, because I do not like to write recipe. I write it once, that's enough. Please listen carefully. I've got here, I wrote it on my book, I've got 350 grams of sifted plain flour. Okay, 350 grams, I repeat. The second one, I put 5 grams of salt, okay? The third one, I put 200 grams of boiling water. Don't mix the pastry with your hand at first, because it will be hot. The reason I'm gonna put it with hot water, because I believe that when I do the yeast, with the yeast bread or anything like that, I put in warm water, but this one I want to put hot water. To me it comes more soft, more moist, okay? So that's 200 grams of boiling water, but don't mix it with your hand. I got 3 tablespoons of oil with that, and that's it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the boiling water with the oil, salt, and plain flour sifted, like that, and I'm gonna mix it, okay, like this. Mix it all together, okay. Write it down, please, and you need to have it. You need to write it down, okay. Now keep mixing it, don't worry, with the spatula, because it will be too hot to mix with your hand, okay. There you are. And keep mixing it, please, until it comes paste, until it comes dough, okay? There you are. Now you can mix it with your hand, because it went cool. As soon as I put it there, it went cool, okay? So I'm gonna mix it with my hand, and if it needs a tiny bit more water, but it doesn't need it, okay? So what I'm going to do after, this is called Rosie's Rep. Please, if you do it, name it Rosie's Rep. My wife, my beautiful wife, my only woman I ever had in my heart, in my life, in my mind, and my body. So I'm going to mix it. 200 grams of boiling water is plenty, okay? So what I'm going to do after, when I give this rest 15, 20, an hour, 2 hours, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go shopping now, and then what I'm going to do is, keep mixing it, keep turning it and mix it. Once you put the boiling water into the flour, okay, what happens is that as soon as you put in the flour and you mix it a bit with the spatula so you don't burn your hand, it will go cool straight away, within seconds, really. So you do mix it properly, please, okay? Now once this rests, I will open it, not all of it. I cut it into about 4 or 5 or 6 pieces, okay? And I will open the dough like the pastry, like the pizza dough. I open it very thin, very thin. Then I put it in the frying pan. And once I fry it first, when I turn it around, I splash water on top, just to keep the Rosie's Rep soft. And then I show you how they come. If they come good, I show you, because this is my first time I'm doing it. So that's the dough. Okay, there it is there. See how spongy it is and beautiful. Look at that. See? So turn it around, fold it a bit, and leave it rest after. Okay? Like that, fold it. So you got that puff up after. Okay? There you are. So that's good enough. There you are. I'm just gonna do it a bit more on the bench so I can make it shiny, sort of, you know. Take that, that's it. Make sure you sieve the flour, because when you sieve the flour, you give it air, okay? There you are. This is my opinions, of course. So we're gonna call it Rosie's Rep. There you are, see? Beautiful. Now, I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna cover it with the Glad wrap. It's not because it will rise up, it's because I wanna rest, because the best method to a pastry is you rest it. Rest is most needed. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put Glad wrap on it, and you can leave it half an hour, 1 hour, 2. It doesn't matter for how long. But because you wanna do the Rosie's Rep, okay? You have 15, 20 minutes when you have time, but make sure at least over 20 minutes rest. This is Tony and Rose Kitchen. So this is gonna be called Rosie's Rep, because I want her name to stay all over the world if I can. I want her name to stay. I don't want her name to be erased. So I'm gonna name this Rosie's Rep. Okay, I show you after how they're gonna come, and then you decide whether it's good or not. And I decide whether it's good or not, okay? I learn, I teach. And when I teach, I am so happy. When somebody does them, I'm more happy. When somebody say, thank you, I did. Because many people say, Tony, I did your recipe and it's wonderful, and thank you for sharing. And this is the only thing I want to do. There is the pastry. Don't put more than 200 grams of boiling water, please. Don't. 350 sifted plain flour, okay, but 2 teaspoons of salt, 3 tablespoons of oil, and the 200 grams of water. That's how easy it is. The hard work now is how it's gonna come. Okay, God bless you all. Love you all, and God bless you all.